Let's watch this crazy video because all of a sudden they want us to approach. I mean, the lack of self-awareness here is just crazy. So let's watch, then we analyze it later. Let's go.
I had no idea that there was such like a mass consciousness within men that they are just like not allowed to approach women anymore. Like a lot of people should feel more scared to approach women. I agree. Like a lot of people are afraid of being creeps for a good reason. Like, you know, definitely be aware of yourself. But I'm really shocked actually. Like I did not know that. I didn't know that so many people thought that like asking someone like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" like at a bar was taboo now. So, I guess like I have no problem hitting on people, but like if I don't want to meet somebody on the apps, it does that just mean that I have to do all the work now? Is that what that means? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking. Also, a lot of you are creeps. Okay, I love you.
Men didn't suddenly become scared of approaching. They calculated the risk and they decided it was not worth it. And if you don't understand why that shift happens, you are going to misread the next decade of dating completely. Because this is not even about fear, it's about cost. And let's say it as clear as it is. You felt it. The hesitation, the second guessing, the internal filter running before you even speak. I just want you to listen, bro. You are not weak for noticing the environment change. You're simply responding to it. And if you are the kind of man who actually wants to think clearly instead of reacting emotionally to whatever is being pushed on us, hit the subscribe button right now. Because here we are all about clarity. We are all about noticing the double standard and calling it out. Here we care about long term leverage because we see early patterns. We don't chase noise, we build position. Now she's shocked there is a mass consciousness of men who don't want to approach women anymore. Welcome to the real world. She's surprised that men are afraid of being called creeps. Let's slow everything down. Because for years, the message was don't approach, don't bother women, leave us alone. If she didn't explicitly invite you, it's harassment. And at the same time, if you don't approach, they say you are not confident. If you don't pursue, they say you are not masculine. Bro, you cannot raise the social penalty and then be surprised when men reduce their behavior. And this is where men wake up. Because for us, it's not about rejection. Men have handled rejection for centuries, but it's about reputational risk. It's about social humiliation. It's about public labeling. It's about screenshots, online shaming. And no man wants to go through all of this craziness. It's not that men are scared of women. Men are cautious of the system, and systems do remember. Now, let's be honest about the calculation. Dating today often looks like high effort, high cost, low clarity, high emotional volatility, low long term security. And when men start running that equation, something shifts in their brain because then they realize that time invested in health, in career, in skills, in financial base, in peace, that time has predictable returns. But time invested in dating is increasingly unpredictable. The only thing predictable is that you are going to get burnt. And that does not make men bitter, it makes them strategic. And for the past few years, I've watched how this plays out. Men in their early 20s chase validation. Men in their late 20s start questioning that validation. And then men in their 30s start optimizing for peace. It's a process. And the thing is that this costs more later than it feels now, especially if you don't recognize it early. Because chasing, when the environment punishes pursuit, quietly drains confidence. Now, let's listen to what she said. She's asking, does I mean to have to do the work now? Welcome to the real world. You have to do the work now. Because for decades, men were told to step up, to lead, to be bold, to be traditional, to pay, to plan, to initiate. But that was then. Now men are stepping back and they're telling themselves, I'll invest where I'm respected. It's not supposed to sound shocking. It's not supposed to feel shocking. No, it feels unfamiliar. That's the difference. Now listen carefully, bro, because this is where weak men turn resentful and strong men turn selective. So if you're opting out of dating right now, it should not be because you are hurt. It should be because you are building. There is a difference. One is withdrawal from pain, the other is reallocation of energy. Men don't need motivation, men need clarity. And if dating distracts you from getting in shape, from increasing your income, from building discipline, from fixing your emotional volatility. Then stepping back from dating is strategy, not surrender. But here's the standards. While you are opting out, you better be upgrading. Because opting out without leveling up, it's just avoidance. Now, if you're watching this and you are not 100% sure if you did the right thing opting out, or you actually want to opt out of dating but you have not pulled the plug yet, I built something that will help you decide. It's called the opt out test. It takes less than 7 minutes. You answer brutal questions, brutal, honest questions, and from there, you know if you're leveling up or you're just reacting emotionally. It's not motivation, it's just a mirror. And it's free. The link is on the description of this video and on the first comment section. Again, it's free of charge. Take the test and make the decision. Now, here's the part no one says out clearly. When men stop dating, it's not a protest, it's an adaptation. Men are simply realizing that attention is expensive, energy is finite, reputation matters, peace compounds, and when the perceived risk outweighs the reward, rational men pivot. Easy, simple. You can call that fear or you can call that maturity. It's all on you, but we know the truth. In my world, that's maturity. Now, let's be clear. This channel is not for entertainment, it's a filter. Men who resonate with what I'm saying, you've already felt the shift. You've already questioned the cost. Now you're not looking for outrage, you're looking for positioning. If that's you, bro, welcome. You belong here. But if you're here to argue narratives, this will not feel comfortable for you. And it's okay. Because this channel is for men who want clarity early, not regrets later. Men who see patterns before they become personal losses. So if you're building leverage instead of chasing validation, hit that subscribe button. Not necessarily to support me, but simply to align yourself with discipline. Because the next decade, believe me, it's going to reward men who move differently when everyone else is still confused. And everything starts now. So, bro, stay sharp. Share with a brother who needs to watch this. And see you in the next one. Copy that.